Commissioner, Detective Bulk says that we just got a delivery of some crook who just robbed the secondary city bank on the front step.
Well then, don't just stand here. Get the man and put him in his cell quick.
Yes, sir. Commissioner?
What?
Once I'm done handling this crook, can I turn in for the night?
What? Why?
Well, you see, sir, today is March 14th, and though you may not know it, it is a national holiday.
I don't care what holiday it is. You stay here until your shift ends. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Then get going. You can come out now.
What's the problem, Gordon?
You know your dear friend, the Riddler?
Yeah.
Well, we received this at the front doorsteps today.
Architects, builders, mechanics, and more all require the knowledge on how to find the area and circumference of what?
What the heck does it mean?
Gordon, it's referring to today.
Huh?
Today is the national holiday of Pie Day.
What? A day where we eat pie?
No, Pie Day, as in the day where people celebrate the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Pi.
Oh, you mean that number that begins something like 3.14159.
Yes.
So that means this question is related to pi. How?
Well, think, Gordon. What is the only geometrical shape known to have pi in its equation to find the circumference and area of it?
A circle. Because the equation to find a circle's circumference is 2 times the radius of a circle times pi, and the equation to find a circle's area is pi times the radius squared. But Batman, what does the answer mean?
It means that the next riddle is located at a structure in the city that is known for its shape as a circle.
That means it has to be at the Gotham City Park fountains because of their known shape of circle.
Yes. Well, then I'm off to the Gotham City Park.
Hang on. I'm going with you.
What?
This case is too big to crack on your own.
You're right. Without Robin here, since the director couldn't buy him off eBay in time, it doesn't make sense for me to state random facts aloud in front of nobody.
Yeah, so just give me a second to grab my keys to my car so I can follow you.
Okay, but hurry.
Look, Batman, the next riddle.
Yes. Pi may not be what they're known for, but who would care anyway with a calculation of 3.1605? Who are these square-based fools?
I've got it, Batman. It's the Babylonians. Didn't they calculate pi off by some sort of way?
Yes, you're right that they had their calculation off, Gordon. But their closest calculation found on a tablet was 3.125. If you notice, though, the riddle asks, who were these square-based fools? Which is referring to the base of a square-based pyramid, and the Egyptians who built them. Plus, the Egyptians did calculate pi as 3.1605, as found in the Rhine papyrus. So the answer must be the Egyptians.
Wait a second, Batman. What did you say about the Rhine papyrus?
The Rhine papyrus?
Yes, that. I heard that it was being shown this week only at the Gotham City Museum, along with a bunch of other Egyptian artifacts being shown.
Well then, to the museum.
Stop. This section of the museum is closed. State your identification and your purpose of being here.
Are you serious? The guy in a bat costume comes walking into the room and you stop him? I mean, I'm Batman. Batman. Everybody in Gotham knows me.
Sir, I still need to know your identification. Calm down, Batman. I'll get us in. Commissioner Gordon of the Gotham City Police Department. I'm here tracking down clues left behind by the Riddler. Oh, Commissioner, why didn't you say that's who you were? You can go right along in with your, assistant? Yes. Here it is, Batman. The Rhine papyrus, with a riddle written on the glass casing.
What does it say?
It reads, they may not be the natives you're thinking of, but they still gave pi calculation in their text. What text is this? What in the world does it mean, Batman?
The riddle is a spin-off of the word natives, which refers to Native Americans who live on this continent, also known as American Indians, due to the fact how Americas were mistaken for India. This means that we're referring to India in the Indian text of Shatapatha Brahmana, which has pi calculated as 3.139.
That means we have to find the Texas Shazapatha Brahmana. I think I can help with that. Well, here it is. Thanks. Do you need help with anything else?
No, not really.
Hold this.
And
It says, I lie between 3 and 1/7 and 3 and 10/71. What am I? Huh? What the heck is this one even asking?
I don't know. 3 and 1/7, 3 and 10/71.
Commissioner, may I say something?
No.
Batman! What? Aren't these numbers the boundary lines in which mathematician Archimedes, who lived from 287 to 212 BC, calculated pi to be in between?
Oh yeah, he did it by finding the perimeter of two regular 96-sided polygons, in which one laid inside a circle and the other laid over top the same circle.
Well, that's great to know, but still, what are we supposed to do with such an answer? I know. You could find the average of these two numbers to get a number that could be used for an address of some sort.
That sounds reasonable. We'll track down Riddler's next riddle by getting the average of 3 and 1/7 and 3 and 10/71, which is 3.14185.
That means we're headed to apartment 5 in building 1418 on 3rd Street.
Yep, let's go. Thank you, citizen, for all your help.
You too. Well, here's apartment 5. Should we hope we get lucky and capture Riddler?
Oh, I think we're far from capturing him still.
Then let's get this done with to move on to the next riddle. There's nothing in here but green question marks.
You're right. Something's not right.
It's a trap!
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Riddler, what do you want?
I want to only test your mind, Batman, in a trivia of questions that I believe will finally stump you, thus proving that I, the Riddler, am better than you.
So is this it then? The last riddles of the day?
Not exactly, Batman. You see, I haven't been able to get my hands on any money lately, so I wasn't able to buy enough property to house all my riddles, which left me needing to ask you them personally face to face, so to speak. Instead of facing the need to know the right directions to your next destination, you are now facing death for incorrectly answering one of my riddles. The danger that you and the Commissioner are in for, if incorrectly answering, is the shocking of a lifetime, as that battery there will electrify the floorboards that are made out of metal and kill you both simultaneously. Now, knowing this, are you both ready? Good. Then solve this. 900 years is a long time to have a number stay at it is. But let's thank this man for getting pi to its first 7 digits correctly. Who is he?
Let's think, Gordon. The 900 years in the riddle is referring to the approximate amount of time that pi would stay this accurate, which means that it must be relating to the Chinese mathematician Zhu Changzi and his calculation of pi being 3.1415929. This calculation of pi had the first 7 digits right, just like the riddle, meaning that Zhu Changzi must be the answer.
Wow, Dark Knight, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had such an intel on pi. Let's see if your dear Commissioner has the same intel. Commissioner Gordon? I have a specific riddle picked out just for you. And if you get it wrong, you will both die. But if you are able to achieve victory over this question, you will each get a clue to go search at a different location for me. Are you ready? Okay then. The pi symbol is introduced by Jones. The pi symbol is popularized by Euler. But when?
Well, thinking about it, this riddle has 2 answers. One is that William Jones introduced it in 1706, and the other is that Euler began popularizing it in 1737, after he adopted it. Right?
Right. Well then, I guess you're free to go.
Great job back there, Jim.
Thanks. You too, Batman. Now, where do you think the next riddle is?
Well, considering with what he left us, I think that the next riddle is either at the address of Building 1706 or 1737. But 1706 was demolished, so we're gonna have to go to Building 1707.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But how can we visit both places in a limited amount of time before the movie is cut short? For the fact that when this was being written, the director thought that there were too many scenes as it was, and he began slashing at them left and right.
Well, I guess we'll have to simply split up. You go check Building 1737, and I'll check Building 1707.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck. Made it. I hope Gordon's alright.
It's a trap!
Well, 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 if it isn't the second morn to fall into my clutches.
What do you mean? Is Gordon alright? Or did you send him on some wild goose chase?
Why don't you try to call him and find out?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'll call him up using my bat phone. Okay, so I turn it on. Then I go into contacts, find Jim Gordon, and send to call. Hang on, it's ringing. I can hear its ringtone from where I'm standing. That means it must be close by. What? That's Gordon's phone. How did you... Oh my gosh. You have Gordon. The riddle. It was a...
Trap!
Would you get out of here? Anyway, yes it was, and now that the commissioner is in my clutches, I'd like to play another game with you. This time, Batman, you must answer 3 riddles. 2 to just see if my intellectual brain is smarter than yours, and 1 for you to track down the last riddle that reveals the location of my secret lair. If you get the first riddle wrong, the life of the commissioner will be taken. If you get the second riddle wrong, your life will be taken by the battery you saw back there that is connected to the metal floorboards. And if you try to escape, both of your lives will be deceased. Are you sure you're quite ready for this?
You're getting out of your league, Enigma.
You may believe what you think, Batman, but I am still the one in control here, so why don't you play along? Now, which French buffoon devised a way to calculate pi by probability?
The answer is Georges Buffon, a French mathematician in the 18th century who devised a way to calculate pi based on probability. Nice try with the play on words of buffoon and Buffon.
What? How did you... Well, you won't be able to do that again. How about if I get away from this old history and instead get to some recent events and uses of pi? That should be more challenging to you. Well then, 24 hours and 4 minutes, 0 mistakes, and 67,890 digits. What is this?
This is the Guinness recognized record for remembered digits of pi that is held by Lu Chao, a 24-year-old graduate student from China. It took him 24 hours and 4 minutes to recite 67,890 decimal places of pi without any errors.
What? There's no way you could have solved that so fast. Unless, that's it. You cheated. You must have. Nonetheless, I could still kill the commissioner if you get this last riddle wrong. So here it goes. A question just for you, in your awkwardness of driving the bat cycle. What I mean to ask is that, is the Batmobile broken, or did this employer stop finding the circumference of a circle? What will it be, Batman? What occupation do you think is being described here?
The answer is a tire designer. This occupation not only requires to design the tire, but make sure that circumference of the tire and area of it are able to get inside the space provided on a car to place the tire within.
That's absolutely raw. Oh, wait, it's not. What? You couldn't have possibly gotten that so easily. You cheated. You had to. Well, we'll see just about how far you get with cheating when you show up at my lair. There, I have the ultimate riddle for you. One you cannot possibly solve, even with cheating. I guess I'll see you soon.
So, if the answer to the last riddle was a tire designer, that means that either a tire company has a riddle written on one of its building sides, or a person who has had this job works for the Riddler now and knows the last riddle to get to the Riddler's lair. And I think I know just the person. Wow, it is really lonesome and stupid to talk to yourself.
So, why did you guys bring me here?
We brought you here to see if you could say a few words about your friend, the Riddler.
Yeah, what he said.
Why would you want to know anything about that tyrant?
Because your boss has pulled a serious crime by kidnapping the commissioner.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh. Hey guys, since this is my first time getting interrogated and all, can we do some type of version where one of you is the good cop and the other is the bad cop? You know, that good cop, bad cop thing?
We're already doing that method of interrogation. See, we're both good cops.
Yeah, what he said.
What? What are you talking about? For a good cop, bad cop experience to work, one of you obviously has to be bad. You both can't be good cops, because then who's gonna be the bad cop?
I am.
Alright. I'll tell you what he said. He told me to tell you that he asked, will you show up to my lair, Batman? With like an A in the show. I don't get what it's supposed to mean. Just leave me alone.
The wordplay of Shaw refers to the founder of Pi Day, Larry Shaw, who created it in 1988. This means that the Riddler's lair is at an address of 1988, which in fact turns out to be the old Gotham City pie shop. So most likely, he's in the back section of the shop where he actually create pies, thus meaning he's going to dump Commissioner Gordon into some large holding cylinder of pie mix, which he will suffocate him. So I'm gonna hurry myself to the shop while you guys take Crybaby over there back to his cell. Once you're done that, meet me at the old Gotham City pie shop to get Riddler to take him back to Arkham Asylum.
Do you have any idea what he said?
Yeah, what he said.
Would you stop saying that?
Yeah, what he said.
So you finally decided to show up. You didn't have to go through the window, though. Why didn't you just walk in the front door? It wasn't like I had any traps set.
It's a trap!
Anyway, to finally settle this dispute of who knows pie better, I have developed one last riddle for you, Dark Knight.
Nigma, stop this before somebody, most likely you, gets hurt.
Batman, Batman, Batman. You just don't get it. If anyone is to get injured here, it is your primitive mind for all the confusion you're about to receive from this next riddle, and the commissioner who is about to get dunked and will suffocate in a batter of
Pie mix, I know.
Well, actually, this place was all out of pie mix, so I just used cake mix.
What? I don't want to die with cake mix. I thought you said it'd be pie mix. There was a pun. Now there's no pun. To my death. I mean, I don't want to die at all, but... Batman! Batman, help!
Now, if you wish to save the commissioner, Batman, you must answer my final pie riddle.
Bring it on, Riddler.
All right, then. What is the value of pi?
That is a question that shall never be answered, Enigma, as pi is an irrational number, meaning that it cannot be represented as a ratio of two integers. Because of pi being irrational, it does not terminate, nor does it keep repeating itself. Thus, we will never know what the true value of pi is.
According to my books, Batman, that is wrong.
What?
So now it is time for Gordon to die.
Wait! Why am I wrong, Riddler?
Huh?
Prove to me that my answer is wrong. I want to know why.
Well, if you insist, Batman, you are wrong because the actual value of pi is 3.141592652897932384626. 469519415116.
How are you doing?
Fine. All that maniac did was tie me up and place me over that cake mix.
What about the fall?
I just got a couple of bruises here and there. Nothing I'll die from.
Good. Now why don't you call that policeman over here? I believe you owe him something.
That I do. Jefferson, get over here.
Yes, sir?
Hey, once you're done taking Edward back to Arkham, I want you to take the rest of the night off.
Are you serious, sir?
Would I lie?
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Davis, get the present. Batman, for all your help in capturing the Riddler today, we want to award you with this pie.
Yeah, what he said. Thanks, officers, but
This is Dirk from the Gotham City Museum. Right now, Calendar Man is robbing us blind of the Rhine Papyrus. We need help. Don't worry about getting down there too fast. I'll just send a squad of... I hate it when he does that. Now hurry and take Riddler back to the asylum.
Yes, sir. Happy Pie Day.
Yeah, what he said.
Happy Pie Day.
6094377.
This was a P2T2